Mute my while I shut this pool down.
All right. Hey, what's going on? Sorry about the static. Talk that stuff. Number 97, Memorial Day edition. Also, Game 7 of the NBA playoffs. The Boston Celtics first. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's meet the panel from Detroit, Michigan. On the job, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mike Notes.
What up, dog? Job's never done. Job's never done. Always something new.
All right. From Saginaw, Michigan, is that Blessed Girl.
Peace. What's good?
Also from Flint, Michigan, it's a whole Michigan panel tonight. Expecting other panel members when the game simmers in a little bit. Right now, the score: the Boston Celtics are on top of the Cleveland Cavaliers and they're whooping them right now like they stole something. A lot of people are
Wow.
saying if LeBron loses this game, they don't want to hear the comparisons to Jordan anymore. It's a do or die type of situation. They're in Boston. Not the kind of situation that the Cleveland Cavaliers should be in, being, them being in the finals the last 4 years, 3 years. Not the kind of the fans are definitely playing a part in this game as well. So oh, don't play that. Got a copyright strike last week. I guess I gotta play the Nas song in there or the Nas. It's all good though. I got 2 more to go. I was on strike 2, but now they cleared them up. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? What's going on, BG? Mike Notes, what it do?
Man, the creating.
That's what's
I
up.
just want to say something. Last night, this Warriors in Houston game. I know somebody gonna say it wasn't, but in the third quarter there was a lot of no calls for Houston. They was getting fouled, but they weren't calling shit.
I heard that.
They wasn't calling anything.
I heard that.
But
So how's Grams Duke doing? She up right now, huh?
I mean, they happy, I guess. They was cheap. And I seen that. I know I ain't tripping. A lot of people told me that they heard the same thing and seen the same thing.
I heard that too, and I wasn't even around you.
Houston want to win it. They want to win it in Houston anyway. So there we go. We gonna win it in Houston.
You calling that? You calling it?
Yes, they gonna win it in Houston. Yes.
The Rockets close it out.
In Houston, it's the last game.
All right. What's going on? Somebody that just came into the room probably disagrees with you. Ladies and gentlemen, RTO Beats.
What up?
What's going on, man? Hell of a game last night. You guys pushed it to a game 7. Congratulations and good luck. Going down to H-Town to face your arch nemesis right now, the Houston Rockets. Critics and also experts were saying that this would be the matchup of the year, and it has been the matchup of the year. Anytime you take a game, especially a Western Conference or Eastern Conference Finals, to Game 7, you got to call it a good series, and that's what basically this series is. As far as the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Celtics, I think the Boston Celtics are overachieving right now, and they got momentum, man, and they look to be handling the Cavaliers by 10 points right now, for the score is 20-10.
30 is 30-20.
No Kevin Love tonight for Cleveland.
Oh my God, man, they should never.
Look at LeBron. Kyle Korver couldn't hit the side of a bar with a handful of rocks.
Kyle Korver used to be hitting. He's on these doors, man.
We got to think tonight. You think the Celtics will pull it out? Pause?
I'm for the Celtics. Yeah, I'm for
Boston. So
anyway,
yo, what's up with the Cavs taking all these 3-pointers, man? What is up with that, man? Everyone's taking 3-pointers now.
So they see the Warriors shooting 3, so I guess they got to shoot 3 too. I guess, but they need to play their game.
No comment.
That's true.
Ain't nobody else game.
RTO, you being very
But this LeBron comparison is
quiet.
Jordan. I guess we disregarding Kobe.
Hey, I talked to you last night. I mean, I thought you'd be, I guess you said it's not over yet, so I feel you though.
No, I mean it is. Like I said, I'm happy about the win, but I'm just. I'm waiting. Like I'm not celebrating shit until I see a ring.
Hey, did CP3's he's out for good?
I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, I don't think he strained his hamstring.
Oh yeah, he's no good. Did that show last night?
But this is the second time. That's the second time he strained his hamstring, right?
Yeah, one thing about those
he had
I play ball. I play a lot of soft. Go ahead, bro.
So, I mean, like, you
Oh,
know,
good.
all I'm saying, I'm just chilling right now. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha, man. Hey, one thing about those hamstrings, I play softball like 3-4 times a week, and man, I started pulling. I never really pulled anything when I started. Probably like the last 2 years I was playing. I tore. I think I sprained my quad, and then my hamstring. I can never get that hamstring back right. Every time I thought I would heal it, it would, you know, sprain again. Re-aggravate it.
Hmm.
My hamstring was tricky. You gotta. Whoa, my God!
And then
35.
what he,
Huh?
yeah, it's 35-23.
Oh
He
man.
when he strained it, it was a non-contact injury too. So those like
Oh,
those be the worst ones with no one do shit. You just strain the shit on your own. I think he just went up, or I think he went up for a rebound or something, and that shit he just came back down.
wow.
He
Well,
was like, "Oh, I'm shot."
you know, LeBron, you see him right now pressing. He's throwing the ball out of bounds, trying to muscle the dude under the paint. Man, what happens if the Celtics
Uh oh.
final?
If he make that, who I was about to say if he make that shit, damn. And look, man, y'all motherfuckers getting 3 happy. There's no need to. Just
No, it
play
ain't,
the
man.
game.
Like they're up well enough where they can start, pulling the ball down low, 2-point mid range, whatever. Stolen.
Yeah, but they already been fucking what's the name of beast in this whole game.
Top to
They
J.
ain't got no how I keep want to say a follow. Horford been fucking killing them in
Yeah.
the paint.
Word up. What's going on, chat out there? If you're joining us, special Memorial Day edition. We got most of the panel out, probably watching the game right now. So we're just going, we got the game on right now. We're just going to, listen to the game and talk a little shit.
You got
Welcome
your
in.
boy on some
Who?
special ed.
Yeah, that's tonight.
You know what? Let's bring Malik X in. Malik X.
Good wide body, but all else fails.
Huh?
All right.
So, what happens if the Cavaliers lose this fucking game, man?
I don't
You
care.
already know what
I'm
happens.
excited.
Come on,
I'm
Wab.
excited
You know
for
what
this.
happens.
This is
Motherfucking nigga gone with the win.
Y'all gonna win. That's y'all gonna win. Y'all better win.
Who?
Y'all got too much firepower for the Celtics, man.
I don't want
We
to see
got too
that.
much firepower. Either way, it's too much
Yeah, that's why
firepower.
I want it to be Houston and Boston. I don't want Boston going against the Warriors. Like, what's the point of, like, we already know who's gonna win
See
it.
the Cavs again against the Warriors again.
I don't want to see that neither.
I'd rather see Boston, but shit, either way, it's gonna be an ass whooping.
Now
I'm gonna tell you this.
Just
What's up,
just think
everybody?
about it though. I mean, just think
What's up?
about if we going through all this with the Rockets, and neither one of these teams is as good as the Rockets.
Right.
Neither one. Like
Yeah.
the Rockets would sweep these motherfuckers.
St. Wallace?
No, I was saying, man. I mean, last night just kind of reiterated for me, like, Golden State is not playing fair in their ability to score in bunches, like in like 2 or 3 minutes. Like they hit you with like a 15-3 run, and you won't even like know what happened.
Before you know it.
I mean, they was down 10 in the first half.
Yeah.
It was down 10 close to the end of the first half, and then the third
It
quarter,
was down 17
they
in the first quarter.
But I ain't gonna say nothing about that. Then
they
the third
just
quarter happened.
erupted.
BG
They just went over. They just went
BG
in.
felt there was some fouls that didn't go the right way.
Definitely was.
No. And you know
Hey,
what?
that
That
shit
may
was
be the
both.
case.
That
But when
shit
you
went both ways
lose
though.
by 30, but when you lose by 30, that ain't no rest.
Yeah. That ain't
got your
all.
ass
It's not
beat.
all the rap. It's not all the raps.
But it
there
went
was
both ways though, because there was calls that should have went always well and didn't. We went both ways, which I don't care. If it's consistent both ways, I ain't got no problem with this shit.
You don't lose by
you gonna
30
call
because
it
of the
here,
refs.
just don't call it there on the other
I
side.
ain't putting the whole thing on the rest. No, the whole thing ain't on the rest. They didn't play ball in some cases, and they taking like stupid threes in the beginning of the shot clock. Why are you taking threes and you down? Like that don't make sense.
Well, they was hitting earlier. Shit.
They sure was. That Eric Gordon.
But this is when the Warriors was starting to come back. And
that's part of their game plan though. So they just the only difference was they weren't making their threes. They was taking them same shots. Gordon was shooting them same shits and hitting them shits earlier.
Yeah, Gordon, but Ariza.
Ariza be hitting though. He hits. He don't hit all the time, but he do be hitting.
Not when you take the second shot clock. I'm not gonna tell you.
Got to put the game out of the refs' hands, you know.
I understand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Leave it up to the refs because
they got their own game. Yeah. Guess that's why they want to play. Why they lost.
They still some time.
At least it wasn't the crazy ass ISO ball. At least they shot early in the shot clock and not fucking 2 seconds left in the shot clock.
He be pissing. James Harden be pissing me off sometimes. He be like 6. Dude, shoot, man. Pass the ball.
That's it. That's his game, though.
Yeah.
And I was watching Westbrook. They were showing why nobody wants to play at Westbrook, and there's like 5 guys on them. He'll still take the shot.
They got a nice decent squad.
Asshole, man.
He's enough.
Mic check.
What's up, nigga? Hurts?
What up, Hurts?
What's the word?
Oh, much, man. Talk about Westbrook. They were saying watch people don't want to play at Westbrook. If Westbrook was going down the court, like 5 people on him, he'd still take the shot.
Man, Westbrook is going to, not only is he going to break every ankle that's holding him, he's going to throw it off the glass and catch it himself, give himself the assist and the dunk.
Hey, it was showing too how to let him get the assist. Like
that nigga getting the assist, the rebound, and the dunk.
I'm telling you.
Adams would go for the ball, and Westbrook would like cut him off to get the ball. Like, yo, you stat packing, man. I don't like that. Westbrook, you way better than that.
Yeah, Westbrook out here bodying people, man. Since we on a bodying theme this weekend.
Oh, goddamn, here we go.
Camo. The word of the day is body and camouflage.
Body camouflage.
Come on, why? Come on, man.
What's up, BG?
That's the face. That's the skin paint.
Right on. Yeah, that's skin paint, brother. That ain't real camouflage. That's skin paint.
Tired of looking at that camouflage, man.
I'm just gonna do myself a favor, man. Just start, man, going on an unfollowing spree. Save myself the headache.
My bad, bro.
I got some 99-cent storage of bows.
Hey, I have listened to the whatever.
Strap don't even go all the way around.
Break disc a couple times, man.
So ooh, Cleveland getting popped. Yeah, I just turned the game back on.
They ain't scored in a while.
Praise God.
I mean, they need help. He ain't got no help, man.
He got help. Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, let me tell you something. Let me break this down for people. I hate to hear this argument that people say, "Well, he ain't got no help." He the best player in the world. On top of him being the best player in the world, those guys are all professionals. They all get paid to play basketball. I should never hear a person say that an NBA player is sorry or they can't cut the mustard because for whatever reason. These guys are professional basketball players. They're not juvie. They ain't JUCO. They ain't college players.
They ain't G League.
Nah, they professionals. So
that's true. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not fronting on their talent. I'm not fronting on their ability. I'm fronting on their performance.
Oh, no doubt.
Don't get it twisted. They have the ability. They definitely have the ability to compete. They professional hoop players, like you say. But they are not. Your boy J.R. Smith is averaging 2 points a game in the road games of this series, dude.
J.R. Smith trash as fuck, and this nigga don't need to play in the NBA.
He ain't trash.
But now you know what?
J.R. Smith trash as fuck, man.
I'm not gonna say that because I remember when I was like in 12th grade or whatever. This guy who was like a real popular basketball player in our area. He was also a barber, so he was cutting my hair for the prom. And I was like, man, the Bulls got Randy Brown, but Randy Brown's sorry. And he was like, yo, he started cutting my hair. He was like, yo, don't ever let me hear you say that again, man. He said, hey, guess what? That dude is a professional, man. Do you know how hard it is to get to that level and to do it at a professional level like he's doing it and you calling him sorry, he ain't sorry. He might not play like you want him to play, or he might not be play like Jordan or play like Pippen, but that man is a baller. He gets paid good money to do what he do. This man makes $6 figures doing what he do. So you can't call him. You're not there, and you're a baller yourself. You said you ain't there. You ain't making the money he making. Like, damn.
Motherfucker take wide open. He pass up wide open threes and take contested threes. Something wrong with you.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
I was talking to a guy. They used to have pro-am leagues in Flint at a spot called Burston in Flint, and there was guys that would play in it. And I think I was at the barbershop, and there was a guy talking about who was the best player he ever played against, and he said Chucky Atkins. And if you don't know who Chucky Atkins is,
I know who Chucky is,
a backup point guard or whatever. He said that Chucky Atkins gave him the business on the court worse than anybody ever. Like, he was playing at an inhuman level in his eyes. But you look at him on the court. I mean, you look at him on TV on the NBA.
He's a backup, average backup player. But Chucky Atkins was starting for Detroit for a good while. So that's what I'm saying. His ability at least got him to the point where, either he was a supporting cast member or he was a starter at some point. His ability got him. Right.
He said that the level of
J.R. Smith is garbage at playing high quality NBA basketball.
The level of contact that you entail in the NBA is beyond what most people know about. They showing pictures of Kevin Love back here talking to a damn reporter, smiling and shit. That shit pisses me off, kind of. I mean,
that nigga got a concussion, man.
He had concussion protocol.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm like, man.
He always gets hurt. Don't come through. We need him.
It's easy to judge.
It's not his fault though. But it's not his fault.
I mean,
they were mad at. They touch heads, man. They hit heads together. Yeah, he got a concussion.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing when Vinnie Johnson and Adrian Dantley hit heads or whatever in 1987 and couldn't get back in the game.
We had a rock head too, bro. That must have
hurt. Hey, man. I think Vinnie Johnson could have been. He could have been a wrestler. His finishing move would have been the headbutt, and man.
Vinnie Johnson. I'm gonna tell you, Vinnie Johnson. When they butt heads, Vinnie Johnson, he kind of got up, holding his head like, "Ow," Adrian Dantley was asleep. Like, I'm gone.
Yeah, some motherfuckers can't handle that shit.
Nah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with the roller coaster. And everyone handles that the same.
Man, come on, bro. That's a whole different animal. Don't get me started on that one.
Oh shit.
What's up, man?
Ain't too much, man. Shit, going through it.
You sound disappointed and sleepy.
Yeah. How's the weather down there, man?
I don't know what happened.
The weather in Maryland was pretty bad the last couple of days, right?
I don't know. I was in Richmond.
That's
actually, I was down in Virginia Beach, and then I'm in Richmond now, but I'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
That's that. I'm in the hotel. Verbiage.
That there.
Oh no, no. I'm at the in-laws joint.
That was my next.
About to send these mixes out. Had a session with Beast today. We did like 6 joints in like 2 hours.
Damn.
Oh really?
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, he was cranking them shits out. I was like, all right, that's what's up.
You watch him as he cranked them shits out?
Oh, yeah, he didn't have to strain though.
Broke a blood.
Right? Kerplunk.
Kablook.
Right?
Oh, it's addiction free. I gotta go.
Ploop gang. Oh, what's up, Dixie?
What up?
Ploop light.
Right?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, man. These damn ratings for these games suck.
Man.
I'll tell you. I can tell you what. If Golden State, if Golden State don't make it tomorrow night, it's gonna be the wackest finals I done seen since ever.
Indeed.
I don't know, man.
I won't say whack,
I want to see different teams in it.
Because so it'll be Cavs and Celtics.
The Cavs and the no, it'll be the
Celtics and Houston.
Celtics. It should be Celtics and Warriors.
You know what I mean?
Wouldn't it be Houston and Celtics?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all good. I mean,
Cavs is out of it.
I don't really have a dog in the fight. I love the sport. I'll watch any form of basketball. I'll watch wheelchair basketball.
Yeah.
Can't say that.
You just want to see LeBron lose.
I just want to see a good game. No. I don't. Like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight. But I wouldn't mind seeing Kyrie get another ring.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Although that might not happen, but like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight. But I don't root for. See, the big misconception here is that I root for LeBron's demise. No, I don't.
You do. Yeah,
I don't. That's just a middle finger to all the bandwagon people who be on the bandwagon.
Well, you should adjust your distance to them and not LeBron.
I don't know LeBron, so if I could tell LeBron this, don't you think I would be telling him?
you probably tell him more than that.
Right, but I don't. Yeah. You know what? I always give LeBron his just due because you can't front on how great this dude is. You can't. I don't care how much you don't root for him. You can't front on his greatness at all. Period. I don't liken his ability and who he is as a player to Michael Jordan because that's an apples and orange comparison. If I'm going to compare him to someone, I'm going to compare him to one or two people, and that's Magic Johnson. And I'm going to or Scottie Pippen, one of the two.
Yep. Scottie Pippen.
And the reason why I would do that is because just like anybody who is a great leader and great facilitator, they need the pieces around them to be on point so they can do their job. And that's what LeBron is right now. That's why he's facing all the hardships that he's facing as we speak currently right now in this game, because he doesn't have the pieces. He don't have the skilled players at their position for him to be the facilitator that he is. So I liken that more to a Magic Johnson. Right, to a Magic Johnson way more than a Michael Jordan. So I don't root for his demise. It's just that I hate the comparisons. It has nothing to do with him. He don't sit here and talk about him versus Jordan, blah 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 blah. But him and the Jordan conversation been said because he 3 and 5 in finals or 3 and 4 in finals or something whatever the case is, something like that. So that we talk about. But in terms of one thing, I'll give him the utmost praise for that I can never give Jordan praise for is the fact that his philanthropy work off the court and how he is off the court. That's A1. That's A1 classy. That's way better than Jordan on any day.
And I'm gonna say on the floor, the one thing he's done as Jordan did not do is he took a team to the finals by his damn self. Jordan never done that.
But also too, I don't want people to people like, well, Jordan had Hall of Famers on his team. Okay, did they come into Chicago being Hall of Famers? No, Scottie Pippen or unknowns. Horace Grant, he came from a Division I school. He was okay. So all the pieces that he had around him, they had to work to get to that point to where they could even be considered Hall of Famers or great players or whatnot. These guys didn't come into the fold with these highly lauded credentials. These guys have to work.
I'm not suggesting that. What I'm saying is Scottie Pippen was a perennial all-star.
Right.
When he started out, but when they went on their run, he was an all-star.
But think about why
when LeBron took the team to the finals by himself, there was no other all-star on that team but him.
What about my man like John Legend? What's his name? What's his name?
I already did the research on this. It was nobody else.
What's my man name? Mo Williams. Was it Mo Williams?
He wasn't an all-star.
He wasn't an all-star. He was close, but that's okay and all. I can't. To me, like I said, I was telling the guy this when the playoffs first started. I said that if LeBron James can take this team to the finals and not only take them to the finals but win, I said I would dub him greater than Jordan. He would have completed a feat that no other quote unquote superstar has done,
But
and
why would you
that's
put that on LeBron though? Why would you put that
because
feat on him?
because he's the greatest player.
Because
He's
it's
the
an
greatest player in the
undeniable
world.
accomplishment, man. It
Right.
would be
So
an undeniable
But what I'm
accomplishment,
saying
dude.
though, you didn't expect Michael Jordan to do that. So why would you expect that on LeBron?
why come I didn't? Jordan did it. Jordan. See
No, he
what?
did. He had Scottie Pippen. He had
But
Scottie,
y'all
an
keep
All
saying,
Star.
but you keep saying that LeBron got Kevin. See, that's the
Kevin,
thing. Even when
I'm not
LeBron was,
talking about right now.
but
I'm not
even
talking about right
but
now. I'm
hold up,
talking about that year he took the team
even
by himself.
even when LeBron was in Miami, and he had Chris Bosh and all
And,
those
and
that
that's
support.
fine. I'm nobody's talking about Miami
That's
hurt.
no. But what I'm saying is
That's
that
fine.
you can't. Okay, you can't have it both ways. You can't say,
No, you
well,
trying to have it both ways. I told
no,
you trying to
no.
put feet on LeBron that you won't put on Mike. Mike never won anything by himself. Neither has LeBron, but LeBron at least took a team to the championship finals by himself.
That's
Michael never did that.
but that's
But I
okay.
think that's what he's saying, though. I think that's what he's saying.
That's
It'll
what I'm
be an
saying.
accomplishment that Jordan didn't, Jordan doesn't have.
Thank you. That's all I
It's
was.
an
That's
No,
all
accomplishment.
that's
I was
It
not
would be
what
saying.
he said. What he said was the one thing he gave LeBron over Jordan was the philanthropy work. Then I brought up the taking the
right.
team to the finals by himself. I brought that up.
But okay, well let's be totally transparent. He didn't take a team by himself. He didn't go by he didn't take them. Everybody had a collective effort. Now, granted, he might have put in a lot of work to get them there, but nobody does it by themselves. This is a team sport. This ain't golf. This ain't tennis. This is basketball. This is a
Okay,
team sport, just like football, which you're very familiar with. So all I'm saying is this:
okay,
if he was to do that, then I can put him in that echelon. Right now, I'm not going to do that because he has
okay,
not done it, and that's
okay.
all. And
Well,
I'm done.
Michael
And I'm done
Jordan
with
didn't
that
win
part.
his six rings by himself, then, right?
But what I'm but
Oh,
Jordan had
okay.
Jordan,
All
but
right.
Jordan is
Okay.
the alpha male. Jordan.
Okay.
I'm saying you even got to have a Scottie Pippen on the board. So you can let's say you got a Tony Kukoc. The same plan gonna go down as well. It just so happens that Pippen helped too. Now, granted, when Jordan was gone and Pippen was holding his own, like I said, those guys didn't get there just on the strength. Pippen came from Central Arkansas. He did his thing when he was in college, but nobody knew who he was. And then when he got to the league, he still had to work to get to a certain point. He still had to work and play with Jordan. The same way that Jordan is demanding of Pippen, LeBron, the same way with them cats. Only difference
As
is
you should be.
them guys just don't have they don't have the skill, or they defer to him too much. And everybody in Chicago did the same thing with Jordan. They deferred to Jordan. And Jordan only helped them out when he was in trouble. Just I
From
mean, that's like any
84,
superstar.
from 84 until Scottie Pippen came to his own around 90, 91. Jordan them they would make they get bounced out of the playoffs or the conference finals year in year out if they made it to the semis or the conference finals. Now when Scottie Pippen evolved into a perennial all star, they went on a championship run.
Yeah, that's fact. Those are facts, right? Yeah, those are facts. But I I
Yeah.
don't, I don't want to hear people say that. Well, you know, um, whatever they're gonna say, whatever is gonna ease their hearts about LeBron and his plight. LeBron is if LeBron don't win another championship, he'll be okay. He's a millionaire, almost in billionaire status. So whatever.
There
But
you go.
um, as I was saying, if he was to complete that feat, I could put him in that. I could put him in that greatest ever conversation. I mean, not no no no. He's great anyway. But I'm talking about if he does that, he would have like Wallace. He would have done something that Jordan never accomplished because Jordan had the adequate help, whether it's rebound, whether it's playmaking and all that. Because all Jordan had to do was just be a scorer. He didn't have to be. He didn't have to be everything to everybody. He didn't have to hold. If that left shrimp was giving Pippen the business, he ain't have to go guard deadlift shrimp. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I
So
think I think one thing that's forgotten frequently in these kind of conversations when we talk about what Jordan's role was on the Bulls and stuff like that, obviously his scoring, but I think one can't discount the fact that he was also, and be it could have potentially been political, it could have potentially been whatever it was, but you talking about a guy also that was a multi-year defensive player of the year. This dude was on the all
Yeah, he
defensive
one of the league
team
best
like
defenders.
9 times. And I think that he was a better defender than LeBron is. Now, LeBron is a better rebounder. LeBron is a better distributor. You know what I'm saying? So I guess to a degree it balances out. But at the end of the day, Jordan typically was guarding their best perimeter player as well every game.
I
The
think
only
what gets
Jordan.
lost too is that a lot of us who grew up watching Jordan, we're so quick to forget what he was. Like I always tell people about Jordan, in terms of his stature in the game, his legendariness or whatever. Um, if you don't have a Jordan, you don't have the Kobe's, you don't have Tracy McGrady's, you don't have LeBron, you don't have these guys because
That's true.
he's the model. So when we talk
He
about,
modeled himself after Dr. J. I might
of
add.
course, that goes without saying. But one thing I've never heard Jordan do, and even when Jordan knew he was the best, I've never saw an interview with Jordan say, "Well, I'm the greatest player, ever," or I'm the best player in the league right now. I've never heard him say that,
He was in a
which
different, but
is
I think he was in a different.
which is
It was a different time as well. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but um, yeah. I mean,
No,
I look at players
that's no. Well,
players
I
like
can
Joe
answer that.
yeah.
Dumars, players like Barry Sanders, players like you know. I think that
Well,
he was cut from a different cloth. He had different
well,
tutelage as a parent. I mean, his parent gave him different tutelage
it's.
too.
I'm gonna tell you
You know what I'm
exactly what that
saying? Very
was.
Yeah.
working
I'm gonna tell
class,
y'all
this, that, and the
exactly.
third. But
Right.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what that is. In our fraternity, the first thing you learn, the thing that they really hammer home is humbleness
humility.
and humility. So Michael Jordan's also in Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So I know from day one, for the first 6 weeks, he got that shit beat in his head. Pause.
And
And
like
that
Wallace
coupled
said,
with
that's not to say
parents,
he already come in with that though. It just probably
no
was
doubt,
like the
no
icing on the
doubt.
cake.
Yeah, I'm saying with that, like I say, even he likely got it from home and his coach Dean Smith and all that. But if he didn't get it from there, I know where he got it from.
Oh
Like you're
shit.
not allowed to talk yourself up around the bros. Like so, that's not a surprise to me. Um,
Oh, is it
but
halftime or
like
something?
you're saying, Hurst, I don't like anybody that know basketball. No, they're two completely different players. But when you want to start talking success, yeah, Jordan had shit paramount success. But I'm not one of those guys to get hung up all in ring counting and stuff because Bill Russell got 11 rings. Shit, Robert Ory got 7.
Oh, I
So,
mean,
but if you
I don't
asking
look
me,
at. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
which one of them out of the three is the better, I'm going Jordan all day. But uh,
Obviously.
yeah, obviously, but and that's as I just made that not necessarily to y'all, but to people who always want to get caught up in ring counting. I always
No,
throw
I
that
didn't
out
mention
there.
rings one time because we already know who the greatest champion is. Those that know history, they should know. But like I said, most people's arguments is based on what I mean, because a lot of people who are LeBron fans or whatever, they're younger than me. Um, they didn't live through an era of Jordan. Then kind of the transition from an era of Jordan to then you got your Vince Carters and you got your T Max and Kobe and AIs or whatever. So that's all this newer generation has. They have a handful of people that still haven't even proven enough to even be mentioned in the same breath as other guys that we're mentioning.
But can I say this though? Can I say this? And I mean, I look at it again. I look at it as generational. You know what I'm saying? Every generation will have their person that they believe is the greatest. This,
Mm-hmm.
that, and the third. There are certain things that transcend time, but like when you look at the 2000s, I think undeniably Kobe is a part of the conversation in terms of who's the
Oh,
greatest
no
player of the
doubt.
2000s. However, I don't think I've ever seen a player. I don't think I've seen a player that's ever been as disrespected in terms of his greatness as Tim Duncan.
Yes.
Just because of the way
Yeah,
he played the game. I think it has more to do with the way that he played the game. He didn't
yeah, he's
play
not
the
flashy at
game
all.
flashy and this, that, and third. And I think that it's something about guards too, like guards, perimeter players versus big guys. Because to me,
True.
when you look at, in my opinion, when you look at the late '80s, 2000s, I mean the late '80s and '90s, Jordan is one, and number two gotta be Olajuwon. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Bro, Olajuwon averaged one season. Olajuwon averaged 3.8 blocks a game. So he
And he's still
batting
the all-time leading blocker in the league of all time.
well, if not Mark Eaton, I think Mark Eaton is the all-time leader. But
I have to go back and check, but I thought Olajuwon
yeah,
broke his record.
Yeah. Mark Eaton has made a talk that stuff appearance.
right. I mean, he didn't do very much else, but I mean, he was 7'4" and
Yeah.
filled the
Nah,
lane,
but
but
I
pause. But
don't dislike LeBron. You know, a lot of his antics are left to be desired, but in terms of his play, you know, and what he's accomplished in the time that he's accomplished it, you know, you can't take that away from him. I mean, you can you can hate this guy all you want to, but it doesn't refute the fact that, you know, that what he's done. He's been the most dominant player in the game for at least the last 12 years.
yeah,
Um, for me, I can be objective about any player because I don't really have a favorite player like that. When I was
yeah,
growing up, I did. Sean Kemp was my favorite player. Scottie Pippen, people like that. I just really like. But I guess it's different when you grow up without a team in your state, let alone your city you live in. So you just kind of
well,
look at who you're not tied to anybody. But
y'all had the Hawks. The Hawks was close to you,
shit,
wasn't
yeah, but we ain't root for the Hawks. Like
it?
Hawks was so bad, you could just walk in the stadium. Like
Y'all wasn't
you
rooting
got
the
got
Hawks with Dominique.
Watch your mouth. I guess I was.
With Mookie in there,
yeah.
Mookie
When they
Blaylock.
had Dominique, they were pretty popular, but we still weren't Hawks fans like that. In my household, it was the Pistons because my sisters they loved the Pistons. So and I was little at the time, so I kind of followed suit with them.
Well, I'm
And then when I got old
everybody knows.
enough, when I got
So
old enough,
you never had a team that you just, even though that y'all didn't, the city didn't have a team, you just didn't
the
make that
close,
team yours.
no, the closest I got to that was with the Sonics, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because again, I like Sean Kemp, but for some reason, our satellite dish picked up every Sonics game. I don't care what they were playing. I don't know if anybody ever had one of the old school dishes before, but
Yeah.
you would have these different like T2 and T4. Like it's kind of
Yep.
weird to explain. You had that shit,
No,
but for some reason
I'm
they picked up all that shit. So just by just being able to watch them, every week.
a lot of it too, Dixie, is the way that your dish is positioned. If your dish is, point is positioned a certain way, it's gonna get, especially with the older ones, it's gonna
Yeah, the
pick up,
old cast iron joint.
100 cast iron ones. Yeah.
So I ended up being fans of them. Then when Kemp left, and I feel like the Bulls too, because I like Pippen and I like Jordan. But when Sean Kemp left the Sonics
And with the Cleveland, yeah, that was a
and went to
clusterfuck.
Cleveland, and then when the Bulls got busted up, when Jordan retired, I was pretty much done with teams after that.
Yeah, he needed a better team, man.
When I was growing up, if you had cable up in this area or whatever, you got WGN, which was the hometown.
Hey, why did I get WGN too? I never understood why I got.
I don't know about anybody else. So I got a chance to see. I got a chance to see a lot of. I got a chance to see a lot of Bulls games and everything. Especially during the time when they were extremely, extremely dominant. I was in college, and I got a chance to watch a lot of those games during that time. But I'm gonna tell you, I haven't seen anybody dismantle a team offensively like I've seen Golden State doing it, dog. When I tell you, I mean, I just don't see nobody beating them until they ready or until somebody get hurt. I'm just being honest.
The thing that will make Golden State lose is Golden State beating themselves by fucking playing stupid.
That's what I'm saying.
They started playing isolation ball. What was that, Friday night?
Yeah.
That's the only way they could lose.
That's the only way
y'all started playing isolation ball.
No, it was Saturday night. It was last night.
Last night.
Nah, it was another Saturday. No, it was
Talk
Friday.
about the game they lost
Yeah, the game at home. We played
Thursday.
at home.
Thursday.
Yeah, because that
Come
shit
on,
pissed
man.
me off.
Yeah,
But y'all got
they gave that
four.
game. They gave that game away. They
Y'all
gave
got
it away.
four, legit guys who can get it done. Y'all playing 1-on-1 like that.
Damn.
That ain't y'all.
Well, why about it?
But 1-on-5 rather. But what I about to say? The reason why always gave Jordan the greatest of all time title, at least definitely in my lifetime, because I didn't see Kareem in his prime. I didn't see Wilt in his prime. I didn't see Bill Russell in their prime. So or Oscar Robertson. So in my lifetime, I always gave Jordan the props as being the greatest ever because he dominated the game during the hand check era. I'm telling you, that's a different game. So you playing a game in the park. I don't care where you playing at, and the rules is no touching at all. That's different playing like, and you can hand check people.
Yeah,
That's a different level of competition.
The game was more physical. You know, from let's say 99, 2000, going
They got
going
rid
back.
of around 99, 98,
Yeah.
99.
But it was a more physical game, and that's why change is going to happen, and sometimes some change is good. But like what I watched Harden. I watched James Harden last night, and it disgusted me so bad to the point where I almost cut the game off.
Say that.
Because I hate to watch a player that's gifted look for the ref to bail them out of them making a bad choice. I hate that. And I hate to see these guys flopping and like throwing their head back. Like what part are you? If I throw my head back, I'm pump faking the ball to get my defender in the air. I'm not throwing my head up in the air because somebody touched me. I'm riding by them and they graze me and I throw my head back to say that I fouled them. Like that's the most aggravating thing as a person who not only played.
Now you might as well not even watch.
Can I say this? Can I say this though? Perfect example. What you're saying hurts. We can talk about all the stats and everything involving Jordan and who has this and who has that and who had help this, that, and third. What it comes down to me, the reason that I probably no matter what LeBron does statistically, the reason I will always pick Jordan, and it could be somewhat based on nostalgia, but people feared Jordan. He was feared. Like Jordan was a perfect match of he was focused. Like whenever as an adult man, whenever I think about a time at which I have to step my game up or I have to be extremely focused or I have to make good choices under pressure, if it comes down to a model to follow or an idea that pops in my head, I think about Jordan. I'm just being honest because at the end of the day, his presence, I think his presence was bigger, and it's hard to say, his presence was bigger than what he did on the court. That's why I always said Jordan.
I like his competitive spirit.
Fucking track tight as fuck.
I would agree with that because you can always count on him to, when it's game time, when it's game time, he there. You ain't gonna ever see. It's only a few times in my life that I've watched him play ball to where he's had an unsatisfactory performance, and a couple of them has been against Dallas, the old Dallas Maverick with Rolando Blackman, and I've seen a few Milwaukee Bucks games when Jay Humphries was playing that he had a terrible game, but he still put up 20 something. But like the shooting percentage was like lackluster. But I would agree with that, Wallace. I would.
I gave my reasons why. He was clearly the most dominant player in a time where it was perfectly legal. Put your hand on that player's hip and stop them from going by you.
Now,
and
what you
still got by motherfuckers and dunked on him.
Right now, what you say he was probably more mentally gifted than he was physically gifted.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, because mentally, man, it's like the mind games. Like him dunking on Patrick Ewing, and Patrick Ewing is like one of his good friends, like one of his best friends, and he just like, hey man, listen, don't take this ass whooping personal.
Hell yeah.
And let me tell you something else about the mentality about what we were just talking about, the playing for fouls and shit. So they just cut to the backstage locker room. Oh, this is what I was gonna say about that. I'm gonna say 2 points real quick. So when
This
I
nigga
was
is
playing
just pulling.
basketball, you hope somebody fouled you and you still tried to score so you can yell and one. They
And
say
one,
and
right?
one, bitch. You know that kind of thing, right? Now, that's the first thing I want to make about that. Then so they just cut to the locker room like maybe 5 minutes ago. Kevin Love is back there
See,
kikiing and talking to the media.
exactly what I was saying. See, that's what I was talking about.
You see, in my era playing sports, if you say you hurt, your ass better act hurt. You don't talk to
Hell
nobody. You don't
yeah.
Well,
be
I mean,
kicking with nobody.
he is concussed. I mean,
Yeah, but
Hey man,
at least
he got dizzy
look
after laughing.
hey, look, hey, what he supposed to do? Have you walk? Hey, they supposed to wheel him around in a wheelchair?
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't give nobody any kind of
And sound
uh
bites, yeah,
Yes.
especially, yeah.
anything to make them think that I'm having a good time, not playing.
Yeah,
hmm That's true.
Yeah, but
it's a
I
different
think
era, man.
it's
Different era.
it's like what Wallace said. It's just nostalgia.
Say
Like
that again.
when you know, and us growing up, man, as avid sports fans and as hip hop enthusiasts,
Point is on.
we were spoiled because we had it good growing up in this era.
Yeah.
We had it so good. So when we see what it's become now, you're like, man, damn, this shit just wasting away. Like, damn,
Fucking farce.
you know.
But shit is off. Can't deny it, and it's with a
My
lot of
thing
things.
is, I don't like all the unnecessary hate. Motherfuckers just be saying shit about LeBron. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, I don't care what this man do. You gonna have something to say. Like, stop being a fucking hater. I don't like that shit.
Hey, fuck, bro. But
If you
nah,
gonna
but
complain, if you gonna diss him about some shit that he do, like me and Hurts agree, he's magic at the wrong time sometimes. He needs to be more dominant when when your team down 10, nigga, stop passing the ball. Just go and do
and
what you do.
the biggest gripe that I have with LeBron's game is this: if you're 6'8", 260 and change or whatever,
Stop.
stop trying to be the facilitator and be the dog that you could be. I couldn't be that. I couldn't be that tall and that dominant. Practically, you're Karl
I
Malone.
go downstairs and take him too.
Basically.
Karl Malone ain't looking to set up nobody. Karl Malone get you in that block is barbecue chicken. It's a wrap. And I think the older he gets, I think he should look at but that's I think just by
That
viewing
comes with a
LeBron,
mentality, though.
right? That's his thing.
It's not just that. We gotta remember his first 5 years in the league, he was scoring 30, 40 a night, but he wasn't winning shit. Then he realized he gotta get some other people involved to win. But my problem is, don't do it at the wrong time. Like, get them involved on your way to the basket.
I
You know what
disagree
I'm
with
saying?
that,
Like,
Dixie.
what?
I don't think that that's correct. I mean,
What
I
part
don't
of
think
that?
that he was scoring, but and I think even then he was doing a lot of he was getting the ball, he was getting other people involved and stuff like that. But it goes back to the fact that he's not the type of guy that is going to score 45. He's going to try to have 28, 12, and 8. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you,
The
but
Stat
you
assist
pads.
remember
gonna
you
be up.
remember when they lost. You remember when
And
they
they were
lost to the
winning.
Celtics? You remember when they lost to the Celtics? They lost back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals to the Celtics. Both of those game sevens or whatever games they went to, he had over 40 points. Nobody else did anything else because he was trying to do it all by himself.
Right. But I
Yeah.
mean, LeBron,
But that ain't my problem.
I don't
My
think
problem with LeBron.
LeBron has
Go ahead,
never
go ahead.
missed the playoffs. He's never missed the playoffs.
Well,
I don't think
he
he has.
has.
But my problem with LeBron is when your team is down 10, okay, that's the time. That's why I love Kobe. That's what I like about Kobe's game. I'm going to try to get y'all involved, but if we go down 8, get your ass over in that corner. Like, that's what I love about Kobe. He needs to watch his team go down 15 points. Like, at some point, you got to cut that off. Like, okay, I tried to help y'all get involved. It's my turn, do what I got to do. Like, that's the frustration part with me.
But
That I
also
have.
too, it also speaks to something that that a lot of people don't say, but it's like something that you got to look at. LeBron has to control every aspect of everything that he's doing, and that's to his detriment. He wants to pick the team. He wants to run the offense. He wants to be a part of everything. He makes sure that he's a part of everything. He wants to control every aspect of it. And sometimes that could be your undoing when you got too many irons in the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we know
Spread
what,
yourself thin.
right. We know what kind of talent you are. We know the talent that you are. We know that you, in order for us to get, I'm speaking as if I'm a fan. We know what you need in order to get to that upper level. But like, this man got rid of a coach in the middle of the night. And also too, LeBron cannot be coached because LeBron feels like he ain't nothing that is nothing a coach can tell him that he don't know already. That's why you'll never see him play for the Spurs. LeBron
I
is
think he
never
can be coached. He just ain't been
no,
coached by the right
no,
coach.
no. LeBron James cannot be coached. Because if he went to the Spurs, he couldn't do the shit to Greg Popovich that he do Tyronn Lue, Mike Brown, David Blatt, Paul Silas. He can't do those things. So, but that comes with having 15 years of being who you are and having that cachet. Tell me I'm wrong. Just look, just kind of people.
Nah, I can't disagree with that. I cannot disagree with that. Yeah,
So
that's
I don't.
definitely the way it appears.
Yeah,
Like that's you see, again, my problem is I just can't stand all the dog piles that people do. Not necessarily y'all, but it's like, and some motherfuckers, their hate for LeBron is rooted in their love for Michael Jordan.
you know
It's
what?
like, look,
And I agree with that. I really agree with that. And
like why can't you like both?
you can. You can. I wish we had Davenport on here. Ooh. But nah, but seriously though,
Like I
like,
can't like Kobe Bryant he's gotten better in his last 3 years, but before that, I thought Kobe Bryant was a piece of shit as a man.
hey, but you know what though?
But
It's
I
kind
can
it's kind of,
separate that from his game. His game A1.
but you know what
A1.
it,
If
you
I'm
know what it
picking a
is too
team, he
though.
on the team.
Think about how people. I think a lot of it has to do with the people who are LeBron fans. They don't waste an opportunity to tell people how how better LeBron is than Jordan or Kobe for that matter. It's kind of like how you got Dallas Cowboy fans, right? You got some Cowboys fans that are
Shit.
true blue fans. They don't rock the vote. They don't say nothing. Then you got these
Got the
new
delusional
age
motherfuckers.
bandwagoners that always at every given opportunity talk about how many rings
Goddamn.
the Cowboys got and this that. They're
Cowboys
like,
8-8, but they win in a
right.
fucking championship next
So
year.
it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. People can't enjoy certain things without having people bring certain. Like I think it's a Facebook page that somebody made me a part of. It's called Bars and Hoops or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm about to exit my way up out of it because every time I look up, it's something pertaining to this very argument. I mean, this very conversation that we're having now. And I'm like, man, why come we just can't enjoy what's here or not enjoy what's here? And just why you gotta create memes and talk about what this man had, what this man had, or man, come on, let's dead this.
It's
Uh,
all for the banter.
Oh shit.
it gets old to me, you know.
It's definitely old. Ain't no
There's
doubt
some
there.
people's hate. Now, I'm gonna tell you some, and this pisses me off with some, not us, but us. When I say us, not immediately us, I mean us as in black people.
We get it.
Uh, uh, some. I'm speaking more to my personal Facebook page. I saw a lot of black people over there turn on LeBron because ESPN convinced them to. When he left for Miami and all that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fine, but you just watched LaDainian Tomlinson have a Hall of Fame career 8 years, and he had to find out through the media he got traded. So when a player gives the organization or take their own medicine, ESPN all up in arms and shit. When we see players go through that shit day season in and season out.
But hey, but that's the same, and that's how fickle the media is. Because the very people that denigrate you and downplay you, they ESPN has become very proficient in creating narratives and stat lines for LeBron. the most 40-point games without clipping his fingernails, and the most
shit you would never fucking think about.
Stuff that don't even have no relevancy
Yeah.
to anything. But they LeBron James has scored more fadeaway jumpers while his starting five is on the bench.
I thought that was bullshit. It's like, come on, man.
I'm like, man, what is this?
If it's an official stat, I'm with it. But shit like that, like, come on, y'all.
But I think too. I think you can't discount the context by which LeBron is playing. LeBron plays in a media rich time,
now, right?
You know what I'm saying?
There's
like
no social media back in those
the 24-hour news cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like this new thing. I mean, if you notice, truth be told, the NBA season doesn't end anymore. It doesn't end. Technically, I mean,
when the games used to go off, it was dead. You didn't know.
After the finals, you have the draft, then you have summer league. No, you have the draft, then you have free agency, then you have summer league, and then you have training camp.
Preseason training.
Preseason
training camp.
Yeah, I don't remember all. No, I'm not saying none of this stuff happened, but like you said, with the 24-hour news cycle and with the plethora of channels and stuff now you're more plugged into what's going on. Like back then when we were kids, like when the finals was over with, man, unless you got the sport news or Sports Illustrated, that's the only way you knew what was going on or whatever.
Unless you fucked with baseball.
Right,
I do, but not like basketball.
Not like I used to. It's just more coverage now, and the players have their own platforms now.
With social media.
You should look at it. Look how fucking highly publicized college basketball is now. Look how big the Final Four is and shit. Like that shit never used to be like that. This shit is huge now.
Hey man, wash your mouth out with soap, man. We have a guest amongst us.
Okay.
Shout out to Miss Sowell.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. How you doing, Miss Sowell?
But you know, don't get me wrong. I love basketball. I love it, and I'll watch it in any form that is presented to me. But a lot of stuff that I see, you know, as a fan, I'm left dumbfounded because even this other thing now where a guy pump fakes and he jumps into somebody, but the guy who's defending is getting called for the foul. I'm like, man, that's the offensive foul. That's the offensive foul.
I wish they would change the rule that if you do that, you get the ball back, but you don't get the ball. I mean, if they call a foul on you, just shit like that you don't get shots. You just take the ball out.
Right.
Now you should get called.
You should get called for the foul because
foul on you. Other teams should get possession if you do that.
The Golden State game last night, I saw Eric Gordon do that 3. Maybe no, I saw him do it 4 times. I saw Harden do it a bunch of times, but he didn't get the call. And I'm like, man,
slap that boy.
I'm just ready to stop. I'm ready for it to be over with now. Though this season has taxed me like I'm playing.
This has been going on for the last 3 years though. It's got worse this year.
Shit.
Yeah, he killed that. He killed that.
Get a bucket.
The league has gone stack crazy. I was just talking about that with Westbrook before.
Yeah, it has, man. It has. People are padding their stats because a lot of, well, to be honest with you, if you think about it, you know, do you actually see Westbrook getting
that shit?
Do you see Westbrook actually getting the ring? Nah, so he gonna have to get them stats together. He gonna have to write his name in the record books and do the things that he do.
What happened to just playing basketball for the love of the game?
I mean,
my thing is like,
since when does stats solidify yourself in the Hall of Fame? Like for real, just playing the game. I mean,
right.
Back in the day, cats played to play. You didn't play for stats.
Well, for one, they didn't have as many stats back then. Like a lot of
they had about 3 stats back in 1891. Right. 2 probably.
Think about RTO. They didn't even have a 3-point line. You know,
I ain't talking about that far back.
Into the ABA,
I ain't talking about that far back.
That's what I'm saying though. Is like they didn't even have a 3-point stat at one time because they didn't even have a line. So a lot of stats became official over the years.
Blocks too.
Now, what makes
I'm
him
not
good?
even.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
even going that far back though. I'm just saying, even from the '90s, cats didn't completely play for stats only. You got a lot of cats that they all about their stats.
I think the same thing
Just
happened.
like
Well,
just like
two things.
with
Well,
old boy who played for the Clippers, and he tried to get that triple double, and he went and shot his shot on purpose to get a triple double. What's his name? Not
yeah,
Ricky
now
Bell.
that's the kind of shit
Ricky
I don't
something.
like.
Ricky
Rick
Davis.
Rubin.
Yeah,
Ricky
Ricky
Davis.
Davis went and did that
He
bullshit.
said Rick Rubin.
Did that nigga say Rick Rubin?
No, I didn't say Ricky Rubin. I said Ricky
Yeah,
Bell.
that's that pattern right there.
But
That's
you
that
know what?
pattern.
Hey, let's be honest. Well, those that can remember, Moses Malone did that all the time. Moses Malone would throw the ball off the backboard, throw it off again, catch it, and pad his rebound stats. Not saying he was stat padding on purpose, but I mean, if you think about it, that's what he was doing.
Control the game.
But I don't think it's about the Hall of Fame. They do it because of the contract. When you're negotiating your contract,
Incentives,
where the team,
incentive lace.
with
Yeah.
incentives laced, and also the team for them to rate where you are in terms of the market value. It's like, well, I led all power forwards and rebounds last year. Well, you got to
It's
give me at least
it's a
this much.
bargaining chip. It's a
You know,
bargaining
it's a
chip.
bargaining chip. So I don't like it either, especially if it doesn't make sense in that particular play or that point in the game. Like you got a wide open layup and you decide to pass the ball out for a three when you say so you can get another assist. Like I don't like that shit.
You
So
know, what was the movie? Any Given Sunday, when LL was talking about how much he needed so many yards to get this his bonus or whatever, and Jamie Foxx was messing it up for him. That's what that kind
And
of reminds me of.
and right, but and on the other side of that, and it happens in the NFL all the time. If you're on the verge of reaching an incentive, a certain stat that will kick in an incentive, they'll pull you from the game, so you can't do it.
Hey, but that happened. Guess, but that happened to Paul George, and that's one of the reasons why he left Indiana because
Yeah,
they didn't want to give him a super max. He agreed to the contract. He agreed
yeah,
to the
true.
incentives, and he didn't make it. But I mean, this guy didn't gave you so much, gave you so much of your organization. Y'all could have at least been like, well, man, you came close, man. So guess what we're gonna do? We want you here. You're an integral part of what we got going on. Boom. Let's see if we can make something work. They
Save a
didn't
lot.
do that.
Save a lot team there in a small market.
Yeah, we're glad to take him in
That's
La
why
La
he's going to
Land.
LA.
That's all would.
Gracious, we'll accept him over there, and Kawhi Leonard too.
I think of how many players that are playing basketball right now in the league that make pretty decent money don't even want to go to the playoffs. Want to hurry up and this,
Carmelo.
No, I think Carmelo can.
I don't agree with that. I think Carmelo
cares,
wants.
I think he wants it, but I think it's that he had a point now, I'm tired. I'm just going to play for the money, and one day I'll be in the hall. I might not get a ring, but I'll be in the hall.
You got to be a role player on the team.
I don't think he's playing exclusively for the money. I just think that he feels like he has to be the guy, and in order for him to be the guy, he feels like he has to dominate the ball, and that's just not the situation that he's in right now.
Not anymore, man.
But for him to be in a position where he has to have the ball, it's like, okay, you can't ISO your way into great play or whatever. Like, no, you're gonna have to. A lot of times, like, and I was telling one of my homeboys this a couple of weeks ago. I said, you know how you can have some of the best players when you see them on other teams, like man, they're like top 5 status in all categories, and they this, they that. But when they get to the other team, they don't look as good, and that's because everybody doesn't play well in certain systems. Your game might not be it might not be tailor made for somebody else's system. That's like when Allen Iverson came to Memphis, and they wanted him to come off the bench. That coach was just being a dickhead. That's why he didn't keep a job very long. But it's certain people who have their game. It transcends a system, and some guys are just system players. And that's why I remember when I remember when Ed O'Bannon was at UCLA. I was like, man, this dude gets to the league, he gonna be the next, blah blah blah. They ended up sending him to the Pistons, which already had a young burgeoning star in the Grant Hill playing the 3. So you already know he wasn't gonna get no playing time at that position. But I think about how his career didn't blossom because he was in a system that really couldn't use his talents.
Melo couldn't play for
Hell
Pop.
yes.
Melo could not play for Pop. Couldn't bounce past.
Well, he did, but that's the USA. That's the USA shit. But that ain't real. I mean,
So
it's real, but you know.
are we in agreement? Hey, I was just talking about that dude. What's the motherfucking name for the Bucks? I was saying need to leave.
Fucking
Motherfucker.
Giannis.
Jabari Parker. So Jabari Parker need to leave, correct?
I think if Jabari Parker went somewhere where there's a lot of youth in Milwaukee, but I think if he went somewhere to where you had a point guard who can kind of get him situated. I think if he went somewhere where a point guard loves to pass, like Utah or I'll say the Pelicans, something like that, he can maybe flourish there.
But you gonna have Jabari Parker and someone gonna have to be gone on the Pelicans for that.
But you know what else?
Well, not
Let me say this.
necessarily, but I mean,
But you know what? I don't think that you can discount the importance of chemistry as well, because Jabari Parker been hurt ever since he been in the league.
Yeah.
So he hasn't had an opportunity to play, 50 games with the way that the team is set up and all that.
But the way Chris Middleton is playing though, shit, he'll you're right. And but the way Chris Middleton is playing, and I want to say Chris Middleton played the 2 and the 3. Yeah, he does. He plays the 2 and the 3.
Kind of players.
And I think and like Jabari is like what? Like this is what, 3rd year maybe?
I think so. Yeah.
He's got to be looking at those guys in Boston and be like, damn man, like that was me coming into the league.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like if Jabari, when Giannis is on the court, Jabari's job is to create space for him. Yeah. If he's able to create space and hit open shots, there's an opportunity for him to be really successful there. And then when Giannis is off the court, does he have the ability to create his own shot? If he can do that in the front court, and then you have players like Thon Maker that kind of develops, he got a real unique skill set, this, that, and the third. Then you have an opportunity to see Jabari do something great. But this dude has blown out both of his knees. He's blown out both of his knees. Yeah. He's not the same player that came in when him and Wiggins came in.
But I don't think looking at his game, I don't think his game even fits in Milwaukee. I just don't. When I look at him, it's like he seems out of place. Sometimes, most of the time, but like you said, it could be a chemistry, or it could be like a getting acclimated back to getting his body. Because a lot of times you have those injuries, even though you rehab and you do all these things to get you back on the court, it's a process, man. It's a real long process, and I've never had a real injury playing sports.
What are you doing, dog? It's 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Right on.
Fucking make a shot. My fault, bro.
You good. But nah, man. But I just like ball, man. I'll watch anybody play. My team is the Lakers, but I'll watch anything that's on TV when it comes to basketball. Anything. And
I agree.
And you don't even and the way the game is over here as opposed to how it is over when you playing Euro League or whatever. It's a different game. I mean, it ain't they flop over there too, but man, it's they on some grit and grind stuff over there.
Me and the wife was talking, and I was
when the Dream Team back in the day, we always thought that the Europeans, because we just blew through them. Now, we seeing a lot of Europeans come over that got skill, man. They kind of that Dream Team kind of look bad over there in '92.
What you got to remember is back then it was only a few other maybe a couple other countries that had an NBA player on their squad. Now everybody got Australia, maybe France. That was it. But now, every country got at least 2 or 3 of them.
We got a cat overseas that's about to go number 1.
Number 1, maybe. Right. Yeah.
Luka.
He ain't sure if he want to go.
But he don't want to go to the. He don't want to go to the sack. He don't want to go to sack. Was it Sacktown? Yeah. Or was it Phoenix? He don't want to go to Sacktown because they talking about Aiden. The Phoenix might scoop up Aiden or whatever. But as a kid growing up playing ball, you want to be drafted. You don't care where you
don't matter. You want to get drafted to a weak team if you're fucking the first and second overall. Right. That's off top.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What black sitcom did Jay Leno first appear on?
Oh, he's jumping off from the get go. So are we gonna pick teams or what are we doing?
Times.
I'm just testing
God.
going. Good times. That was correct. Jada Pinkett
What we
Smith
doing?
got her start on what sitcom?
Different
Ralph
world.
Macchio.
Different world.
Different world.
Sit
Hey,
around
what we
my
doing
chair.
again?
That nigga said
I
Ralph
ain't understand the
Ryan
Macchio.
question.
McKnight
My bad.
guest starred on what sitcom?
Ryan
Growing
McKnight.
pains.
Damn.
What'd you say?
Brian
Who?
McKnight.
Oh, probably not.
I don't know. Living single?
Hers might know the answer.
Hold on. Hold on. Say the ask the question again.
Brian McKnight guest starred on what sitcom?
Martin.
Yep. That was a
Damn.
What episode was that?
When he proposed for Rhea.
Sure
He
He
did.
damn
proposed for
sure
Rhea.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Got
That's
that.
right.
And I sung that song at a couple of weddings.
at least
Damn, little,
Oh, you
little
done sang at some
Rolodex.
weddings, brother? Praise God. That's good.
Oh man, I was the wedding singer from shit like 95 to about 2003.
Damn.
Damn.
I got tapes.
Oh shit.
Word?
Nobody can see them though.
Oh, damn.
Hers had a high top fade and a
Oh, you already know
polka
it.
dot shirt.
I was about to say, did you travel though? Did you travel to go to
No,
the
it
weddings?
was just like it was mainly like people that I knew or like for every wedding in my family, I'm the guy they call like, oh hey cuz, hey listen, I'm
we about to
getting
make the worst
married.
decision of our life. Come sing for us.
Right. Exactly. Just family members and word of mouth people that know somebody that know me or whatever the case may be. Been a long time.
Cry before I leave it all behind.
Oh shit.
He used to blow.
Pause.
He,
Wowzers.
Yikes.
Right.
Man.
So everybody going to work tomorrow?
Nope.
Yep.
Getting on the
Where
road
BG
tomorrow.
go?
No. All right.
I ain't know where the fuck she was at.
Go. We're gonna play another round of the Family Feud. Different questions. This time we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. We'll split it up in 2 teams. We got let's see, Mavin Gigahertz versus Dixie Wallace and RTO.
Why we
Oh,
always
gonna be the
gotta
same
compete?
teams as before?
Huh?
Same teams as before?
I'm just splitting the group in half. Was it the
No,
same?
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, it was the same teams as last time.
Well, I'm just going by the panel. So we got Mavin Gigahertz, we got Dixie Wallace, and yourself. So let's open up the round of questionings. This is the first round of Negro Feud. Here we go.
What?
Negro Feud.
he said Negro Feud.
Say,
I don't even know if I want to play this now.
right.
Right?
Calls for Team A, which is Mav and Gigahertz. Name something you might keep within arm's reach while on a road trip.
A beer.
A beverage.
Okay. Final answer?
What you got?
Yeah, just say a beverage. Hold up, this is Negro. This is Negro.
No, this
phone.
not. This is regular shit.
Phone.
Oh,
Final answer? Phone or water?
A cell phone.
I say
Wallace, you
today's time. Yeah, I say a phone.
phone?
Phone.
Teammate?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have the top answer.
Damn.
Now this works. If you hit the number one answer, there's no sense of even running the rest of the round.
Damn, he banging that shit.
You have the number one answer, which was phone, so I'm automatically going to credit you guys with the round. That's how it works.
Thank you.
Thank you. So kind. So
All
kind.
right, modifying the rules. I see you.
He was trying to make it more user friendly, man. I don't want people. What?
I just say last week we were still trying to figure that shit out, knowing we lost.
What did people use to? This is for Team B, by the way, which is Wallace, Dixie, and RTO. What did people use to plan vacations before the internet?
The phone book. Maps. Maybe.
Hold on. Let me think. Travel agents, right? What y'all think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with travel agent too.
Wait a minute. I don't know whose team I'm on. Should I be saying anything?
You're on our team.
Yeah. You right. It's the same team as last week.
This motherfucker.
You guys got final answer?
Wallace.
What y'all think?
Yeah, I say travel agent.
I missed the question, man.
Hold on. You're on Mike. You're on Black Mav and Gigahertz team.
All right.
Ooh, that's a big bucket.
You guys against Wallace.
Supposed to count Wallace.
And RTO.
64-61 over here, but I'm streaming, so
it's 64 up.
Yeah, I'm not in the I'm not watching the game.
Okay, well then RTO, don't say nothing about the game because I'm behind you.
Pause that.
Sorry, Widebody. That's changed.
What you guys want? What's the final answer?
Travel agent, I guess. I don't know. Travel agent.
Travel agent was the #1 question, so you guys take the second round.
Either that or fucking brochures.
Right.
Okay.
What you get from the travel agency?
Name and this is for Team A, which is Gigahertz, Black Mav, and Mike. Name an animal with a big mouth.
Alligator.
Hippopotamus.
Did you pause this from the beginning?
Scratch that. Scratch that. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Why
Was hippopotamus #1? Nigga?
Ooh, I know that. I know the answer to that one.
Hold on. Shit.
Tawanda from down the street.
Right.
I was about to say dodo bird.
Glug life across the belly.
Champion.
I heard she lost already.
This is for the married guys. The good news is this is for Team
A.
Oh,
the good news is your wife's an animal in bed. The bad news is the animal's a what?
Sloth.
Snail, my nigga.
Crocodile.
No, snail slimy at least.
Yeah,
I guess
that's friction.
Wow.
This is ghetto as shit.
I'm sorry.
What? I didn't even hear what the question was.
Don't
for y'all, nigga.
The good news is your wife's an animal in bed. The bad news is the animal's a what?
A rat.
What the hell kind of question is that?
Right.
Man, you sleeping with the rats?
I'm gonna say can you say a coyote? Shit. Damn you, man, for this.
Damn basset hound.
The fuck kind of question is
Little fish.
No, you want to? No, I'm gonna say a
guppy,
a shark, or crocodile, or a shark, or
a fish
in the bed.
What kind of fish?
Yeah,
salmon.
like a filter fish.
Spot. Yeah, spot.
A largemouth bass.
Why is Wallace giving them answers?
Right.
Thanks, Wallace. Wallace the homie, man. Y'all ain't know.
Final answer.
I'm sorry.
I'm
doing 3 cognitive activities at once right now.
I'm gonna say a shark.
Shark.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
Final answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shark.
Okay.
Team B's up to you.
Snake.
Let's do it.
Yeah, snake.
Fish.
Fish. Final answer.
What you think? What y'all think? I say snake. Wallace, you say
Man, I said snake too.
Oh shit.
Say
Why
snish.
y'all finalize it?
Snish. Snakefish.
An eel.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snake. Final answer, I guess. I don't know.
All right, snake is incorrect. It would have been fish.
Oh.
I said
we got it.
A fish.
So here's the rule. Now that I know what's going on, if I say something, that's the answer. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I'm over watching. I'd rather be watching the game anyway, but that's fine.
Right.
Oh god, damn, hold on. This is unpopulated.
Okay, Cleveland.
I pick Boston in 7, man. I don't know.
This is a back and forth duel.
You only down by 3.
Yeah, but I expect them to be killing the Cavs, man.
RTO, don't say nothing about the game. I'm behind you. Just watch the game and keep your commentary.
Okay, Davenport.
This for Team B.
It's for us, man. Team A.
Hey, we got a 3-strike rule on you being behind him.
All right, Team B.
I ain't like Davenport.
What's the next question?
Davenport VHS in the damn game.
Damn.
He got the shit on
Go ahead,
VHS.
Go ahead, why, buddy?
Team B. Name a reason you might not answer the door if you were home.
Jehovah's Witness.
It's a solicitor. Yeah, it's some kind of solicitor. Somebody you don't want. Like somebody selling some shit.
Look, utility company.
The police.
That's on there though.
I'm gonna say my answer, and I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all want. I'm gonna say sleeping, but go ahead.
What'd you
I'm
say?
gonna say the police.
Sleeping.
Why is Notes giving us answers?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm on everybody.
Oh yeah, I was giving answers too. My bad.
Thanks for. Once he clarified the teams, that was good.
What'd you say, Dixie?
I said sleeping.
Oh.
I said solicitors, like somebody trying to sell something.
Hey, what did you say? What was the question again, why, buddy?
How many teeth they got?
You might not answer the door if you were home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleeping too.
Final answer?
That's crazy.
Okay, sleeping did make the list, but it can be beat. Team A, you got it.
Having sex.
Damn.
I ain't answered. Hey, I ain't answered. If I was
about to say bill collector. Bill collector for me.
Police.
Or debt collector.
No, stupid.
You said police. Yeah.
They ain't gonna answer. Hey, you ask, they gonna kick in and shit anyway. So
that's why I said debt collector.
Okay. Whatever y'all.
Okay, final answer. Actually, sleeping just notched out bill collector. So Team B does.
What was number one?
One was use the bathroom. Another one was salesperson. Then Jehovah's Witness, sleeping, and then bill collector.
Damn, I did see Jehovah's Witness earlier.
I thought that was one of those.
Kind of game.
Damn, Jehovah's Witness don't get no motherfucking play.
Name for Team A.
Did I say that right? My bad.
Name something a couple has to pick out for their wedding.
Say that again. That's for us.
Name something. Yes, for you guys. Name something a couple has to pick out for their wedding.
Rings. Number one, rings. Let's get it.
Final answer?
Yep.
Got it. Number one answer was wedding ring.
Thank you.
Cake had to been
On
second.
to the next.
Next was drapes.
Hell yeah. And sconces, wall sconces.
Right.
This was Team B.
Name in y'all case, in Mav and Diggerhurst's case, cummerbund.
Yeah.
Funny.
Hell yeah.
Cucumber buns.
Name something you might get when you retire, Team B.
When we retire?
Yeah. Name something.
A watch. A watch.
Final answer?
I like that.
Okay. Rich watch on the board, but it can be beat. Team A, you got it.
A party, retirement party. Retirement party. Duh. Why these, man?
Thank you for your service. A plaque.
Right. I say most people get a retirement party, don't they? Or get a pink slip. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I just had one last week.
Damn.
Would you say you'd be happy to get a plaque?
Right. GTF.
Final answer?
Final answer. What we going with?
I say a party, but I don't know.
What was the question
let's
again?
say a party.
Name something you might get when you retire.
A gold watch.
Hemorrhoids. Oh, yeah, I already said watch.
I
said hemorrhoids.
No. Something that you might get retired. You might have. He said it's a party, right?
Yeah, I said
party. Yeah, I say a party too.
Okay, final answer. Final. Which watch takes it? It was money, pensions.
Yeah, I wanted to say pension, but y'all motherfucker jumped the gun on me. But it's all good.
Who still get pensions, man?
Shit,
I like them.
Post office workers do too.
Team B. No, it's a team A. Team A.
Man, we done.
Name something that might ruin a great vacation.
A conversation.
You said A or B?
This team may Mav and Digger.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, death.
Damn.
Yeah. There it is.
Hey, you must never seen that. That shit. Hey.
Weekend at Barney's.
Weekend at Bernie's. That's what I'm thinking. Hell yeah.
Bernie was alive.
I'm gonna say a
Cabin Fever and shit.
Dr. Death.
Okay. That's
Evil
on the board,
Dead.
guys. Death is on the board.
But it's not number one.
So that's your answer.
Damn, so hold on, but you can
I
beat
have
Death.
one.
Damn.
All right, team.
So that's your answer, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, so Dixie and fucking Wallace, I say sickness. What?
I would say weather.
I say illness, but weather is a good one too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all pick, but I like both answers. I say sickness because that ruined my honeymoon. I had a damn sinus infection.
Oh man, you whack for that, man.
People always
pick
get
your
sick,
nose,
man. Especially if you're going out of town and eat some shit you ain't never had before. People get sick all the time.
But you know what really fucked me up was the plane ride. It's like it made it worse.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
The pressure.
Cabin pressure, fuck yeah.
So we going with sickness, illness.
What you think, Wallace?
I'm with it. All
right,
but I already told you what to do.
Well, I'm out. My name's been in. I ain't in it. Shit.
Final.
Yeah. RTO.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, death takes it. It was bad weather, death, an argument, illness, and theft.
Okay.
Remember the American Express commercial when the dude stole all the damn money? Traveler's check.
So we take it. Death takes it.
They takes it.
Death
Death
takes it.
Oh, okay.
All right. What's the score?
Wallace is going to answer the shit.
And what we going to?
We're going to 5.
Going to 5?
Wild Body.
Yo.
Wild Body was weather higher than death?
Oh yeah, I don't. Hold on.
Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Ooh, damn. We smashed on that nigga.
No. Weather was number 1.
Come on, RTO.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, it was
go ahead and answer the shit, Wallace.
Yeah,
that's two that you got right.
What's the question?
You had the shit right twice.
3-3. We're going to 5. The score is 3-3. Here's the next question. This is for Team B. Name something a child can do to earn money.
Go ahead, Wallace. You got this all day.
Cut grass.
And he yammed on LeBron.
I would say that or paperboard.
Lemonade stand.
Yeah, it would be the number one thing.
2018, sell stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
You guys got.
That's all.
What you got, Wallace?
Help y'all get.
It must just went up.
I would say because of the fucking pageantry involved, I would say selling the fucking doing a lemonade stand. Because it's kind of the stereotypical thing that kids do for money.
Yeah.
Whatever
Wallace say.
I would agree.
Whatever Wallace say.
Final answer.
White people were.
Lemonade stand. Answer. Lemonade stand, mow lawn, chores, paper route, and babysitting.
Oh damn!
So you guys get it. You guys got 4.
We ain't even get a chance.
3.
Nah, man, we ain't even pinched the bitch.
Hell yeah!
Come on, boss. Shit. I was just letting fucking Tristan Thompson roll out the middle of the floor.
This is for Team A.
That's no good.
Name a city in which you would love to live.
Who is this for? Me?
Name a city, what?
Team A, yeah, you guys. Name a city in which you would love to live.
New York.
Ain't nothing like Detroit. Fucking man.
LA, man.
LA?
Yeah, LA or New York.
LA.
Okay, final answer.
LA, yeah.
All right, it's on the board, but it can be beat.
God damn it.
You guys got it. For the win.
I know what it is, too.
What if it was
Miami?
Detroit?
I'm gonna say, hold on. What did Team A say?
It don't matter.
Okay.
Detroit.
So if it's not LA,
Detroit.
You said a city. I was gonna say Honolulu, but that's not gonna be popular enough, so it's got to be Miami.
Ooh.
Or New York.
Or New York. Miami or New York. What you think, RTO?
You know what? Everybody.
Okay, Wallace.
Where people would like to live? New York.
You then.
Miami.
Or Paris.
You said in the States, right? The city. He said a city. Oh, you mean the world? In the world.
US.
So.
In the U.S.
Oh, in the U.S.
It's in the U.S. New York.
Miami. What you say, Wallace?
Which one is it?
I would say New York is a strong answer because majority of motherfuckers don't live there because it's too fucking expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Damn right. Final answer.
So you saying they would live there if they could?
What Wallace said.
Okay,
but that's cold as hell in New York, though.
New York is the number one answer. It was New York, Miami, Las Vegas, Orlando. Oh my God, Chicago and Los Angeles was the last one. So Team B is the victor. The spoils and all the good shit. Congratulations!
2 weeks in a row, right?
Yeah. Team B, you guys win.
I gotta take my towns to South Beach, man. Damn.
Team A, you guys get some parting gifts. A year supply of shoe polish.
Lust is a pink oil moisturizer.
Pink oil and some lust.
So
buttermilk ankle
sock. Lifetime supply of aspirin.
He said,
"Hey, so
buttermilk ankle socks though."
Wow.
So Hirsch, you gonna have a good your good hate LeBron moment tonight because Jason Tatum yammed on him pretty bad.
I heard it. I can hear it. I left the game on in the bedroom. I can hear it. I just can't see it.
Oh, they called that bull crap. Come on, man. Call the game fair.
Nah, LeBron, they probably gonna take this game tonight.
Nah.
Unless something miraculous.
They gonna tear this city up if they win.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm not even watching the game, but I'm watching the simulcast on Google. Not the game, but just
the Cavs win tonight is the refs start calling some crazy shit.
It's called a bullshit
call. Here we go.
A bullshit call.
There it is. He called it.
They just called one.
Damn it! Damn it!
How's that a foul?
Wallace, man, it's on commercial break. Jesus, you that far behind?
I'm on the commercial too.
So, just to let everyone know, we're simulcasting the game as well.
Be quiet, okay?
Oh, I don't want to get flagged. Thank you for YouTube for the copyright flag. I don't know what the hell it was for. I will be checking. You son of a bitches already took my
word. I think you had some audio of the game playing.
Last week?
I heard something in the background or something. I heard something.
This week, I got the game plan, but no, I got a copyright claim like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I thought you were talking about today.
Do you challenge him on Widebody?
Nah, yeah, I just seen it actually when I was starting up this.
We appreciate you, YouTube, for watching our podcast. We appreciate you, YouTube.
Hey, my mom started using YouTube. She got like 88 subscribers already. Like, how the hell?
Wow.
Oh man, I missed Special Ed's Unsung tonight. Damn.
Oh, smack.
Yeah, me too. Maybe I catch the re-air.
I wonder if he's touring right
now.
now.
Y'all got demand?
Yeah, I got demand.
I got demand, but my TV one don't be on demand. Mine don't.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I remember I used to had DirecTV. I got rid of them bastards a month. Yeah, they mines, man.
That's what I have now. But I got DirecTV now, which is their streaming service.
You got a good deal?
Yeah. First 6 months is half off. But the reason I switched to them from Sling is because they have TV One and Home.
Oh,
I did it more so for TV One. Well, Sling didn't have neither one of those channels, but I gotta watch those songs. That's like one of my favorite shows to watch on TV.
Wow. Well, we down here, I had DirecTV and I had AT&T internet, and it was a mess. They sent me like 3 different bills. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I'm not paying $20.
Oh, you gotta watch them now. They be on some shit.
They slick. They slick with it. Not to be confused with E46 with it.
You Negroes better watch your tail. Smart, man.
Why hasn't E40 done a track with Dre? RTO, what's up?
I saw that.
What did he say?
He didn't say much.
You better come on in.
G code.
Why is that, RTO? You have any insight?
I have no idea.
Like, E40 was at one time one of the biggest things on the West Coast, man. Ooh, all that.
How you say it?
That's crazy. That I didn't know.
Carl E40, Carl Thomas.
Where BG at anyway?
You just said a computer.
She was here earlier. We was talking shit about Houston, and she bounced.
Nah. Eckerstein was in this joint.
Oh yeah.
Like, where you at? She's like, my computer been acting up the last couple of days.
Yeah, right.
I saw her on the. She had a little video. BG had a little handle on her.
Man, I ripped BG with that weak handle, man.
You slapping rock. You slap rock on her.
Yo, like no girl.
Come on the court, be like, man, slap rock.
Nah, you know the ball that had no air in it though, man.
The ball was flat.
Yeah, you can kind of tell it was kind of flat though. But I'm like, man, I had to go ahead. I had make me a tape. My ball, it's inflated. Pause.
Whoa.
Go ahead, make me a highlight reel. Make me a Sham God tape real quick.
Man, they're turn up in Boston right now, man. If they win, they're gonna tear the city up.
If they lose, they're gonna tear the city up.
That's a wide open shot.
Hey, I wanted somebody that we know. If whatever, man, that's just a lost cause. That ain't gonna happen.
Oh, it's a lost cause.
Oh, look at LeBron.
This thing is slow as shit. I need to get up and go and watch it.
This is a good game, man.
So, are they still down by 3?
I'm surprised, man. Yeah. I thought Boston was gonna run away with them tonight.
At first they did, but you know, LeBron, he didn't went and use the restroom on halftime, and he like, man, okay, I made that. I took that dump. I'm ready to roll. Let's go.
Yep.
He washed his hair, man.
I say he brushed it. He brushed his hair during halftime.
I've been noticing.
He brushed his hair and get magic powers like a power up.
Yeah.
LeBron can't get past people no more, man. He can't juke. Like,
he could never get past. I mean, I always said LeBron ain't got no take moves. He ain't got no take moves.
He just used to he just used to Bogart mode.
Now he's doing that. Then he's going to fade away from the shot. That's his signature. What's he saying?
Man, that was. You know he call that every time, bro.
I
love call that shit every time.
I love big man was Karl Malone, man. That dude, mid-range city, bro.
I'm with Dixie, man. My favorite power forward was Sean Kemp. Yeah, when Sean Kemp went to Cleveland, man, they must have some good food in Cleveland, man. Because that joker went from like 240 to like 290.
Right. Overnight. No, he was doing the alcohol days, man.
What happened was, if y'all remember,
I'll be right back.
Lockout season. And he went, nobody, so you didn't have your normal workout with your team because they was off that season, and he messed around and got fat.
That joker showed to Cleveland, man. He was like 285. I said, man, that ain't Sean. Then he messed around after a couple years in Cleveland. He went to the Trailblazers. I was like, man, he can still dunk, man, but he wasn't acrobatic.
Kemp was dunking from the
dude was like, to me, he was like the top 5 in-game dunkers, man, in the league at that time.
Period. Well, not period, but
I might be understating that. Might be top 3, but for the sake of argument, let's say top 5 in-game dunkers.
Like that when he was
that motherfucker was a straight up beast.
I've never seen a power to that point. I had never seen a power forward do that kind of stuff that he was doing, like catching off the rim and the handling and man how he was to avoid people while he was dunking, and then taking the contact.
I went back and watched that series against the Bulls recently, maybe a month ago. It's on YouTube. And he was giving Dennis Rodman business in that series.
Good rebound though.
RTO.
Y'all keep missing it.
Cleveland gonna win the game 7. It seems like
no sense of watching this. delayed.
Boston definitely had their chances if they knew.
They just had two just now. Brick both.
Yeah,
They had two offensive rebounds and missed both them shits.
And there's a shot and
ahead of
one.
me, RTO. You like a second or two ahead of me.
He killing me how you be looking for shit.
one. This motherfucker just hit an and one.
Just play.
That should have been an and one.
Dropping the 3 all the time, dude. Stop relying on that. Jesus.
No, they were open shots though, but still.
They were, but you could. Man, I don't know, man.
Just play the game. It wasn't to me either.
Wow.
It wasn't. They didn't call it.
Okay.
Look at LeBron.
They did call it.
No, it was already 78.
They didn't give him the point.
They didn't give him the point. They didn't give him the point. They just called the foul.
Yeah, they called a foul. Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't give it an and one.
I got you.
Hey, I'm glad I ain't put no money on this game because I showed Boston is on.
I stayed out the arena this year. I ain't put money on shit. I ain't feel like this stress.
Man, motherfuckers gonna be fist fighting each other after this joint.
Goddamn. 5-point lead. Don't shoot that. Better not. Good shit.
Missed it.
Oh, then he gets stripped. Oh, god dang it.
It's a brick.
So y'all thinking Boston youth is catching up with them in this game?
Yeah.
They got Al Horford. They did draw from that well experience.
They still got opportunities, but
there we go.
Stop shooting the 3-pointers. Play basketball.
They killing me. Yeah, they killing me.
Yeah, you just did it again. That was a dumbass shot. That was a dumb shot.
He stripped the ball away from him.
And he just, it's over. It's over.
Cleveland beat them, man.
It's over. God damn.
I want to see 2 new teams in the finals this year.
Yep. Don't look like won't be happening, Dixie.
Damn.
Yeah, they done lost this shit.
This shit's over.
I just walked in the bedroom like, yeah, it's a wrap.
Let me tell you what they hurt
81-74.
Yeah, about 7. It's only like
they lost their poise and they went and they looked.
Yeah,
they did.
They shoot desperation threes.
The desperation threes.
But there wasn't no need for it.
When Tatum yammed on LeBron, they had all the momentum. All they had to do was keep going to Tatum. Go back to Tatum.
Look, walking.
You know,
they wanted to shoot threes.
Yeah, niggas gonna hate to see LeBron in another finals, but I would have rather seen LeBron lose this one. That way he don't have to get to the finals and face a similar fate and lose. Now, I'll say this: if Houston miraculously gives by Golden State and go to the finals,
Houston won. If Houston beat us, Houston won.
No. If Houston gonna lose against LeBron,
Hurt.
If Houston beat us.
Hold on. Hurt. Did you see when Houston played the Cavs? I know it's the regular season, but they dogged the Cavs.
That's the regular season. That's the regular season. And on top of that, by the time that will happen, they will have Kevin Love back. It'll be a different game.
But
I think LeBron will actually absolutely cancel James Harden now because he's gonna have to defend him. So if that's the finals, I'm putting my money on Cleveland.
If they fucking play, if Houston win and they play Cavaliers the same way they play us,
it's over.
Houston got that. Yeah, it's over.
Nah, I don't think so.
That's all goaltending.
This game over.
Yeah, it's game over. You just got a goaltend.
Yeah, it's 9. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I'd say you got 3 pull-up threes.
Nah,
transition.
Yeah, somebody gonna have to come out of the stands and hit LeBron with a hatchet on his ankle for them to lose this game.
Yeah,
right.
That 3-pointer bull crap for, man. You have to do that.
Because man, 3-pointers are cute.
But he's stepping
like this dude got 2 hands on him. He still laid the ball up.
Euro step ass 3-point shot. What the fuck? Come on, man.
Nigga said Euro step 3-point.
And Marcus Morris ain't no weak dude.
Well, mentally,
I mean, shit, he is trying to fucking guard LeBron. So
mentally, it's showing up that way.
I can't. LeBron.
They can't be mad at nobody.
Nah, man, it's a done daughter.
I was wrong.
No one expected the fucking Celtics to get this far. So I give him
did.
props for
I
getting this
picked the
far.
Celtics to win
I
it.
did.
You remember?
I
You
I
expected
remember
mean,
what
them
I'm
to
I
do
talking
it.
about
said?
after Kyrie, after Kyrie shit. No one
Oh
expected the
yeah.
Celtics to
No,
start
I'm talking
doing
about. I'm
this.
talking about. I'm talking about this current team. Before this series started, I picked them to win the 7 games. I was right about the 7, but I was wrong about the winner. It
I mean, it
seems.
happens. I'll say this: if like I said, if Golden State don't bring their A game, it's a
Oh,
wrap.
this nigga missing layups.
It'll be
Mm.
Houston and it'll be Houston and Cleveland. I'm giving Cleveland a 6 game,
Man, there should be 3
win
people in the
6 game.
seat in this joint.
And if like I said, but if Golden State wins, ain't no
Why
way
you
in
miss a
hell
layup, man?
Cleveland gonna get past Houston. I mean Cleveland gonna get past Golden State. Now they have a better chance of
Nah.
getting past Houston because
Mm.
like I said, there ain't no definitive answer for Kevin Love if he's playing at his peak and LeBron is guarding James Harden. That counts.
Why they let? I don't get it, man. Like
I get it.
you at home, they've been thrashing this team every
Capella,
time they play with them
Capella
ball.
could guard Kevin Love pretty decently.
Nah, but
I think so.
he'll get him in foul trouble easily.
Yeah, yeah, he ain't the smartest. He go for pump fakes and shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So hey, if you don't
The
want to
X
see,
factor is gonna have to be Chris Paul.
exactly. But is Chris Paul playing Game 7, or he's still gonna be?
Nope, I don't think so.
I don't think
Nah,
so.
I think he out.
Well, it's a wrap then. Shit, I would I would like to think differently. But we all saw the games last night.
They can figure out how to expose them a little bit more too. Without TP3.
Now I think Eric Gordon he's an adequate enough replacement, but he don't do the little intangible things that Chris Paul
Right,
does.
right,
You know. And I
right.
remember Eric Gordon in his Indiana days,
I'm gonna tell
university.
you hurt. I'm gonna tell you where Houston lost that game last night. It wasn't even when Golden State came alive. They lost the game when they didn't slow down the pace. If you have
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul in the game, we up 19. Why the hell are we rushing shots?
Right. But
Pass the ball down the floor.
yeah, but
They was hitting, so they got happy with them shots instead. Kept chucking them
yeah,
up.
Harden. There's no real difference between James Harden and Russell Westbrook. They're pretty much the same type of
Hmm.
player.
Yep.
So
Because James Harden got a better shot.
okay.
James Harden got a better shot than Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook can't shoot for shit.
I think
He
yeah.
can shoot. He's just streaky. He's streaky. Like some games he can't hit shit, and some games he can't hit.
For some
Live by the three.
for some
Die
odd
by
re-
the 3.
for some odd reason, I look at Westbrook's game and it made me think about Latrell Sprewell for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that. I can see
see
that. Yeah.
Oh,
I still can't
it's a
believe
done
that shit,
daughter,
though.
man. Y'all can get mad at y'all. They can get mad all you want to. Y'all let a 4 seed come in this bitch and run rup shop.
Right?
I don't understand why they didn't keep going. Why they didn't go back to Tatum when he took the momentum swing. He caused the momentum.
Goddamn.
Because you went to Scary Terry and all the rest of them dudes and
This
dudes ain't
motherfucker
showed
lost
up.
to LeBron 4 times in a row.
Who?
Al?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, hey,
Oh, Al.
imagine how Derrick Rose feels.
Right? He got them Lieutenant Dan legs too.
Oh shit! Did he just say
Well, that's it. The Cavaliers 87, Boston Celtics 79. Still run for the Celtics. Great season.
Hey, Tatum gonna be an MVP about 4 years from now.
Congratulations to the Cavs. You guys move on to the finals against.
Yeah, congratulations to the Cavaliers.
LeBron was like, "See you on the dream team, nigga."
But you know what though? It's gonna be interesting next year when you got a healthy Kyrie, a healthy Hayward, and you got those 2 young dudes. So now you're gonna have to find somewhere in the offense to where you can still let them be them. I mean, they're not gonna be Kyrie or Hayward, but like, damn, like how do you put them on the back burner now that they've shown you what they're capable of doing?
Yeah.
Right.
You can't. I mean, you gotta respect it.
What you think about
franchises are what they are.
What made them great?
Still shelf them anyway.
What made them good is that you didn't know where it was going to come from, right?
Exactly.
You bring Kyrie back, What did this little girl just eat? Face, what did you just eat?
Uh-oh.
All right, guys, this is gonna be a wrap tonight.
About to say, if you don't know, we don't.
Good
Them
folks.
floor snacks.
Nah, it was a rhetorical question.
No.
Give me that. Give me that.
Right
Man,
on.
Black Man, Gigahertz,
Here, get your tablet.
Mike Notes, Mr. Wallace, RTO Beats, Chad, Lee X, that blessed girl. It's on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Mazel tov.
Don't forget, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is Computer Music Academy's homework assignment podcast. On Fridays, you have the Scratch Magazine Producers Hangout. Also, check out this Thursday coming up is the Master Channel podcast with special guest Ashir Rasay. Coming Thursday. If you have any suggestions or you'd like to be on the panel, please hit me up, adswide@gmail.com. That's adswide@gmail.com. Also, DJ Widebody on Instagram. Check that out as well. This is DJ Widebody on this Memorial Day weekend. Saying peace and love to everybody. Tomorrow, be sure to use olive oil instead of vegetable oil. God damn it. We're also grilling. Please be safe out there. Know when to say when. Don't drink and drive. Wear your seatbelt. The boys are out there.
And don't forget
Thank you very much. Talk to you guys later. Ha ha.